Yesterday, Halloween. Today, Dia de los Muertos, the Day of the Dead, which takes place November 1st and 2nd. And you're going to tell us all about it.
Well, yeah, Dia de los Muertos is a 2-day celebration, like you said, honoring the lives of our departed. Day one is today. It's dedicated to children who have passed away. And then tomorrow, mañana, is for the adults. And so it's been said that the celebration is mixed with Aztec and Spanish influence in Mexico. And so in my family, we make an ofrenda every year. And so I hadn't made one, though, in years.
What is it?
So it is an altar. It's an offering.
An altar, okay.
Yeah. And so what I love so much is that this year I saw my wife go to the store and she came back and she's like hammering things and putting things in. I go, what are you doing? She goes, we're putting up an ofrenda this year. And I went, oh my God, thank you for embracing my culture and for embracing, our departed.
It's such a beautiful sentiment too, that when you lose somebody, you don't lose them, right? That their spirit is always with you, and making this ofrenda, honoring them, helps them cross over and visit you and their spirits. And to me, I think that's such a beautiful way to honor people who have passed on.
Yeah, thank you. So our ofrenda is actually pretty big. You can see it when you walk in or even when you look into our door window. And so it's a table and then it's built up and it's covered with sugar skulls, decorative sugar skulls, lots of marigolds, and lots of symbols, and then pictures of our departed. So my mom is there, my grandparents are there, my dad is there, my uncle, my aunt, even my wife decided, hey, I'm going to print out pictures of my departed, and they're going to come over and they're going to visit us too. And so tonight we're going to put out food, dry rice and beans. We can't put cooked because I have dogs and they'll probably try and jump and get it. But and we have water with candles, and we put some of my family's favorite foods there. And we made sure that there were tons of marigolds, even fake marigolds, so that way our family could see the marigolds, the light that the marigolds produce to help my loved ones find their way back to us.
That's what they symbolize?
Yes, that's why we have the marigolds. Yeah, the path coming towards us, so that way they can visit.
Have you watched Coco?
Many times.
Yeah, and how is it accurate? Is it true to the traditions? Because I love, one, the music in it, and two, that's where I learned a lot more about the tradition, and I went, I want to do that.
Yeah.
So I kind of have an unofficial one in my house since, I obviously don't want to appropriate or anything, but I just think it's so beautiful, like I said, being able to visit your loved ones.
Yeah,
even
it
if
is.
They're gone.
Yeah, no, I was hoping Nick would play Remember Me from Coco. That's what I thought he was going to play. So yeah, that's one of my beautiful songs. So if you could find it, that'd be cool. But
I love it so much.
Yeah, so the movie, it's how do I say this? It's very cartoonish,
Of course.
but for the most part, they get it right. They got it right. And it's very interesting, and I love. It's filled with so much folklore and tradition, and it's very true to life in some aspects, and that's what I love about it. One of the things that is really cool about Dia de los Muertos is the tall female skeleton wearing the fancy hat. You'll see that symbol a lot. She's called La Catrina, and she was created back in the 1900s. I believe artist Jose Guadalupe Posada created her in 1912 before he died. And she's a popular symbol of the Day of the Dead. And so we have a lot of La Catrina in our house. You'll see a lot of those skeletons of her. I was La Catrina last night for Halloween. And so there's
you were? I want to see a picture.
I'll show you. And just to let you guys know, the Seattle Catrinas Festival is happening starting tomorrow through November 5th. And it's just a lot of fun. There's going to be Loteria, which is Mexican bingo. And then they have Danza Azteca. Then they've got the procession. And then they're going to have a magic show and all kinds of fun stuff for the family. So I love my heritage. I love my culture and how we celebrate Dia de los Muertos.
I love it. How do you feel about somebody like me who's white celebrating that as well? Is it?
My wife is white.
It's not appropriate, but she's married to you. I mean, by proxy, she gets to celebrate this holiday. But I just wonder sometimes, does it feel like appropriation if somebody is setting up an ofrenda and adopting these?
Well, here's the thing: it's very an ofrenda and celebrating Dia de los Muertos is also ingrained in the Catholic culture as well. So it's something that the Hispanic Catholic culture has embraced within Catholicism, and so they make ofrendas all the time. So you being white, for me, has nothing to do with it. I think if that's the way you want to represent or feel that you want to be connected with your departed, I say go for it.
I feel like that's a way too to bring cultures together. Is to go, hey, I really like that idea.
Well, we have All
do
Souls
that.
Day, which
right. You guys have All Souls Day, right?
And so at Mass we have a book where you write the names of your departed relatives near the Mary Grotto. So yeah.
So when do you guys celebrate All Souls Day?
There's no. I mean, you go to Mass. You can go to Mass. It's optional, but
I mean, it's today officially on the liturgical calendar.
So it is Dia de los Muertos, essentially, but just a
All Souls Day.
Yeah, All Souls Day.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like the same thing. So I grew up Catholic. So yes, I remember that now. Okay,
Look at that. We're all coming together.
How about
yes.
that? Amazing.
Beautiful.
Thank you,
Heal the
Micki.
world.
You're welcome.